Well, good afternoon, Katie. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon for a coffee break and an opportunity for us to talk about our association between Catsurveys and the Chartered Institution of Civil Engineering Surveyors. Firstly, I'd like you to introduce yourself and also then provide us an overview of what the CICES Approved Development Scheme means to businesses and ourselves, what the advantages of being part of that scheme and how it can develop a business.
So I'm Katie Holt. I'm the Development Officer at the Chartered Institution of Civil Engineering Surveyors. My main involvement is in talking to companies about approved development schemes such as Catsurveys. So to become a member at one of the professional grades, it's all about demonstrating that you've got experience covering our competencies. So we have competencies and you cover general skills, sort of people skills and wider geospatial skills, and then you do your specialist set of competencies, which in Catsurveys' case, most people are doing either land surveying or utilities and subsurface mapping. Getting membership is all about demonstrating that you've covered those competencies. And what the approved development scheme is it sort of provides a structure around that process. So obviously in terms of advantages, for the individual, it's providing them with more structured way of gaining their membership. And as a company, it allows you to demonstrate that you're committed to developing your staff and helping them through that process.
Yeah.
So what do you find that it brings to your company? How do you find it?
Our association now with the Chartered Institute of Civil Engineering Surveyors and yourself in particular, Katie, now goes back 5 years. And yes, it is, like you say, it's giving the opportunity for our employees to gain membership to an industry recognised institution such as yourselves, and allows our team members to gain that knowledge and understanding, improve in their development, because it's quite often that we have a couple of supervisors on the scheme that have got a vast amount of experience, and it's that communication and interaction between various team members from the commercial department to geomatics to subsurface and utility surveying. So it really instills a more of a team dynamic in understanding not just their particular skill set, but the associated parts to it as well. And also over the years that we have been part of the scheme, we have seen members go through from affiliation to technical to full member. And we're now at the status that one of our principal geomatic surveyors, Adam Kovac, is now one of the examiners that sits with yourselves when new members are coming into the CICES and seeking technical membership or full membership. So it doesn't just stop at you completing that ADS and then you having full membership. There's a vast amount of opportunities that we're able to offer through yourselves for our employees to expand their knowledge and understanding even more, which has been fantastic opportunity, Katie.
It's been a really nice process for me because I've kind of seen it right from the beginning, 5 years ago when you first got in touch and I came and met and talked to you. And
yeah,
it's nice to see that progression and people coming through and getting more involved in the institution as well.
Obviously, each year we go out to our employees and say, this is what we can offer as a platform for continued personal development. And yeah, we've now seen some of our commercial team and also our project management team have now got the interest. And obviously, you offer specialist areas as well. It's not just geomatics or subsurface. And like I say, the uptake this year has been really good, and it will continue because it's an ideal platform for development.
Yeah. That's brilliant. And I mean, you've got Yanni's involved in the institution now.
Yanni sits on the utility and subsurface mapping panel, which I believe yourself sits on the same panel as well.
Yeah, I do. I sit on sometimes as an expert when it comes to training and education. They pull me in.
Could you just expand on that a bit? What are they looking to achieve and influence?
We have practices committees in commercial management and geospatial engineering, and then sat below that we've got specialist panels for certain of the specialisms. The utilities and subsurface mapping panel is probably the most established one of those, and it's really just about getting experts in that field together, and they talk about developments, what's going on with PAS 128, and what we can do about supporting people through that process, but also looking at education and training of utilities surveyors, because obviously there's not very much out there. So we've got people who are experts in training in that area, and they all sit on that panel to talk about what we can do. And obviously we then feature things in the journal that they're talking about.
Yeah. And I know that's certainly something that Yanni's enjoyed. It certainly enables us to promote both the CICS, the industry, and us as a business. And the partnership, is really great.
Yeah, from our point of view, it's great to have people from your company involved in the institution, because obviously most of our work that goes on is by volunteers who are our members and fellows. But it's an exciting time at the institution as well, because there's lots of developments going on at the moment. We had a new CEO this year, and we're just kind of going through the process of reviewing our strategy going forward. So there's lots going on, and our members are getting involved in shaping the direction that we're going to be going in. So it's an exciting time for us.
Superb. Really appreciate your time. And
it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Well, enjoy the rest of your day, Katie, and
Thank you.
we shall speak soon.